with us, who brings to us this wonderful collection of handbags. Christy's been in the business now for
years.
I'm
like on the spot. I'm gonna have to do the fingers.
Just many years, decades.
Or
we'll say at least a lifetime love affair with handbags.
Yes.
I think we all have
My mom would attest to that. 2-year-old, like, I need my handbag.
Well, can I tell you, when I was a kid, I remember looking at my grandmother's coin lock bag and thinking that was like the end all be all.
They are the end all be all.
And every once in a while she would let me have one and I would just, have to play with. I'd have it for the day that I could put my little things in and pieces of paper and stuff like that. I loved it. It was very fancy. All right, but speaking of fancy, this is the Saffiano leather satchel. Like you said at the beginning of the show, we really have had a great representation of all the different types of leather that we offer in the Tignanello collection. This is the Saffiano. The color palette on this is beautiful. Black and white, of course, must-haves. And the front row, as you saw a moment ago, we have it in the creme brulee. We have that gorgeous Kelly green. Next to that is your cameo rose. There's your dove gray and sea green, which is beautiful. I love the sea green.
Isn't that?
This is very limited though, so sea green, if you want that, don't wait.
Yeah, sea green has more of that, almost like an undertone of turquoise in it, where that Kelly green is that true fresh grass green, right? Exactly. It's funny, Rachel at the studio ops desk, they do our mics and they help us out with everything we need. Rachel came to me the other day and said, I finally pulled the trigger. I bought my first Tignanello. She bought this exact bag and she said, I've never bought a white bag before and I bought it in the white. I was so excited because I said, you picked the perfect white bag because this is scratch resistant, water resistant, stain resistant. It is so easy to care for. And I always share the little secret. You'll see this in a lot of very, very high-end designers. And you're thinking that must be incredibly rich, incredibly delicate. No. This started out in luggage. This was a leather that has its own structure. If you're up close on it, there's a crosshatch design that's built into the texture of this leather.
Let me bring this up so you can just see that better. Is that better to see the texture?
Or maybe even in the black, maybe the darker.
There it is. There it is.
It's, you can see that great crosshatch design, and that you almost get that scratch feel to it. You can see this maintains its structure, but then if you were to get water on this, let's say you're out on a rainy day, it beads right off. You can wipe it off with a cloth. Same thing with the scratches. It's scratch resistant, stain resistant, just really, really easy to care for, but a beautiful, clean, sleek look to this bag. Has a very, very rich look and feel to it. Perfect satchel style. I mean, really, truly has a beautiful structure to it. You have the double rolled straps on this, great strap drop on it. I love the length of this, but I have to get right into the inside of the bag for you because this is similar to the other satchel we had where it is just your organizational heaven. Fantastic. I recently gave this to my daughter's math tutor. She used to come to the house and she had like an old bag.
I'll teach your daughter math.
I'll give you handbags. That's how I pay her off in handbags. But she, she carried an older bag with her and I said, no. I'm going to give you something that looks phenomenal on your shoulder, but it's really, truly going to be able to keep you organized. Tons and tons of room in this. You have your center compartment here, and you can see those sides are completely gusseted, so what's in here is staying nice and secure. I actually have a mini iPad in the one compartment of the center compartment here, the one side of it. This is really, truly kind of gets lost in there. You could put a full size in here, no problem.
Easily.
The other compartment has those great credit card slots. Great way to keep yourself organized, and then the center zip as well. And that's just your center. Moving to the back compartment, you have that great large back wall zip pocket. I love that fun stripe lining in this. Really pretty when you open up your bag. And then the front compartment's gonna have for you the 2 slip pockets as well as that pen pocket. So much room in this bag.
It's huge.
Really gorgeous.
And it doesn't look like it's a big bag because it tapers so nicely, and you can see from the profile, it's so severe, that angle. But when you open it up, boy, it really opens up nicely. Size-wise, it's going to be 15 inches left to right, 10 inches in height, and approximately 5¼ inches in depth across the bottom. Shoulder drop, a nice 10 inches again. Like we said, if you're sleeveless now, it doesn't matter. It's going to fit nicely when you put it on the arm. But when you're wearing the bulkier coats in the wintertime, this is going to be a great depth too. You don't have to worry about trying to jam it onto your shoulder. I love that the shoulder straps are articulated, so they drop down. So you don't have to worry about that. If you're, not carrying the bag, it'll store nicely. It's just an elegant, sophisticated look. And then the leather, when you feel it and play with it and touch it, it's really, really cool. It looks like linen.
It does look like linen, and it actually has a nice soft hand feel, but what it doesn't have is that pooling quality that both the glove and the pebble tend to have more of that pooling leather feel. This does not have this. So if you like that more of a structured feel, the Saffiano is a great way to go. I actually transferred over to Saffiano, kind of became a lover of it last summer. I have it in the same collection. I have it in a tote bag, and I have it in light yellow, and I started carrying it at the beginning of summer. When I say I live on the soccer fields and the baseball fields and you name it.
And the tennis court.
And the tennis court. This bag looks as new today as it did when I started carrying it last summer. In fact, I was laughing to myself because I posted a picture on Facebook, on my Facebook page, of my daughter graduated from 5th grade on Tuesday. And we were taking a family photo, and kind of laying in the background was my yellow Saffiano bag.
Really?
And I thought, should I call that out, or would that be too? I was kind of giving Holly a shout out. I'm like, should I say, oh, and check out my Tignanello bag in the background?
That's so funny.
But no, it's such a great, I mean, it is a durable, fantastic leather. I really, really love this leather.
Okay, so really quickly, while you were telling your story, we sold out of the Cameo Rose and the Sea Green. Dove Gray is limited. Here's the Kelly. There's your creme brulee. 1 dozen of the Dove Gray. Here's your white, and then we also have it in black. And again, if you've been looking for the white bag and kind of hesitating, because you know what happens in the past with white bags.
It's hard.
You wear it with your jeans and you got blue on the white bag, or you put it in your car and the kids spill a juice box on it. Now, you don't have to worry about that with this Saffiano leather. Love the organization. A place for credit cards, a place to organize.
So much room.
You can really, it's like a filing system basically in your handbag. You can really get a lot in it without loading it up. And it starts out weighing just about 1 pound, 11 ounces. So it's not terribly heavy when you get this home. Put in a couple of things, see how it runs and see how it works for your lifestyle.
So true.
Don't forget though that the 4 easy payment offer does go away at the end of the day. So 4 easy payments goes away, as does the Dove Gray.
I love the segue. As does the Dove Gray.
As does the Dove Gray. So now just 4 colors, black, white, the Kelly green, and the creme brulee.
I love this. I was just looking at the straps on this, and I wanted to call out that these are soft and padded, and they will form and take that shape to your shoulder over time. So even though this is more of a structured leather, these will really, truly shape to your shoulder over time. And this is done in a man-made that matches back to the Saffiano. Again,
Gotcha.
Imperceptible for you to be able to tell the difference.
Love
truly.
it. 255-207 is the item number. Continue to place your order. 4 easy payments goes away at the end of the day on that bag. All right, so is it almost time? It's almost time to talk about our distressed leather bag.